Hello and welcome to your yoga practice today. This week I've been listening to Jay Shetty's new book, which is called Think Like a Monk, and it kind of brings all these ideas of how monks are trained in their thoughts, their beliefs, their meditative practices, how they see the world. He's kind of bringing that to the Western world in a really practical way. And the chapter that I just listened to was on negativity, and I know I've been talking about this a lot lately, but that is kind of the sentiment in the air at the moment of the people that I've been speaking to, friends, family, not family, my family's living their lives with freedom in other states, friends and clients. There's been this really negative sentiment, this kind of low motivation around at the moment. So I think that's why I keep coming back to my mindset for sure through this time, and coming back to positivity as opposed to spiraling into that negative state. And negativity is catching. So when you spend time with people or you're speaking to people that are really negative, really kind of dragging you down, inevitably you're going to start saying the same things, or even if you're not saying the same things, maybe you're sick of them being negative, so then you're speaking negatively about that person to someone else, which is then continuing that process. And so I really love this idea of controlling the controllable. And the most controllable thing in your life is yourself. So you can control how you perceive things, you can control how you react to things, how you speak to people, how you speak about people, and you can control your inner experience, whether that's in your body or your mind. And that's why I think this yoga practice is even more important as a way to regulate. Self-regulation, I think, is very important, and a way to reset and kind of refocus on what's important, what can I control, what is actually happening here in this situation. So with that in mind, the intention for today's practice is to kind of come into this in whatever state you're in at the moment. Of course, you're just meeting yourself on your mat exactly where you are at, but if there are those moments as you move through where the brain kind of goes into a negative state or gets distracted and starts thinking about something that's negative, kind of being really gentle with yourself first of all, but just bringing yourself back again and again and again to what's happening on the mat right now, feeling or enjoying the benefits of this practice, whether that be physical, whether it be spiritual, whether it be mental, whatever this practice gives you, kind of focusing on that rather than being swept away with any negativity. And so with that, we will begin. Today's practice will be express. I'll try my best to keep it express, but sometimes it goes a little longer, but I'll try express. So gently close down your eyes and let your shoulders soften, moving almost immediately into this place of stillness, into a place of softness and gentleness. Allowing the breath to move you to a slightly more calm state of being. And if the mind is busy today, that's absolutely fine. There's no problem. The monkey mind will roam and run. And maybe a way to slow things down though. Slow the breath. meeting each thought with a little more softness and gentleness, rather than this rigidity or negativity. What is going on for you today? And sometimes just a few moments in silence can open the door to our mind, open the door to our thoughts, where we're at today. Wherever you're at, being okay with that feeling, with that place. Very slowly blink your eyes open and come into tabletop position. Hands underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. As you inhale, drop the belly, lift your heart, lift your gaze. And then as you exhale, press into the palms, arching around your spine. Good, 2 more like this. Inhale to open. And then exhale to round. Last time, breathe in, dip the belly, lift your heart, lift your tailbone. And then as you exhale, puff and round your spine. And coming back to neutral spine, inhale, right arm reaches up. And then as you exhale, thread your right arm under the left, drop the right shoulder down. And let your forehead the side of your head. Maybe rest on the mat, left fingertips could reach forwards. Or you might even take a half bind, wrapping the left arm around so the left hand catches the top of your right thigh. Breathe in. And then breathe out. Very slowly, left palm comes down, unwind, meeting back in tabletop. Inhale to drop the belly, lift your heart, lift your gaze. And then exhale to arch and round. Inhaling back to neutral, reaching your left arm up. And then exhale, thread it underneath your right. Left shoulder drops heavy, right arm might stretch forwards. Or if a half bind would feel nicer, you can wrap the right arm behind the lower back. Breathing in, maybe twisting the chest a little more open towards the right side. Inhale, breath. Exhale, breath. Right hand comes back underneath your shoulders, pressing yourself back now to downward facing dog. You might adjust your stance, you might walk out the legs, just kind of feel out this shape. Moving in a way that creates space in your body, moving in a way that feels nourishing and maybe even cleansing for your body. If you're feeling a little stiff, a little rigid, a little movement side to side could feel good. Then very slowly, walking your hands back towards your feet, so landing in a forward fold at the back of your mat. Take an inhale for a halfway lift. And then an exhale, forward fold. Take 2 more like that. Inhale, just shine your heart forwards, roll your shoulders back. Exhale, forward fold. Last time, inhale, breath. Exhale, deep forward fold. Inhale to slowly roll all the way up to standing. Hands open to the front of the room, shoulders roll down and back. Tadasana. And then place more weight in your left foot. Bring your right foot up and around on the left side of your left foot. Step the right foot in front of the left, basically. Left hand to left hip. Right arm reaches up on the inhale breath. And then as you exhale, side bend to the left. So right fingertips reaching to the left side of the room. And you're using the press of the left hand into the left hip to shift your hips to the right. And you should feel this lovely opening, stretching sensation through the right side of your body. Breathe into that space. And breathe out. Inhale to unwind the legs and switch sides. So left foot steps in front of the right, right hand to left hip. Inhale to reach your left fingertips higher. And then exhale, side bend to the right. And as if someone's holding your left hand, pulling you, peeling you over to the right a little more to create that space and opening through the left side of your rib cage. Breathe in. And then breathe out. Inhale to uncross the legs, reach both arms to the ceiling. As you exhale, forward fold. Inhale for a halfway lift, flat back. As you exhale, walk out into a high plank pose. Spread your fingers wide, grip onto the mat with your fingertips. Breathe in. Slowly lower your chest all the way down to the mat, untucking the toes. Inhale, baby cobra. And then exhale, lower down. Inhale to lift up, Bhujangasana. And then exhale, lower down. Last time, breathe in, lift up. And then breathe out, tucking your toes under, sending your hips up and back to downward facing dog. Take a long breath in. Smooth breath out. Come high into your tippy toes, bend your knees, look forward, step, walk or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, reach all the way up, big stretch up overhead. And then forward fold as you breathe out. Inhale, halfway lift. As you exhale, step your left foot to the back of the mat, runner's lunge. Take a nice big breath in, long spine. As you breathe out, pyramid pose. Two more like that. Breathe in, runner's lunge. Breathe out, pyramid pose. Last time, breathe in. And then breathe out. And then inhale to rebend your right knee. Drop your left knee down, reach both arms up. Vinyasa, low lunge. And so here, we're going to pause just for a moment. A little squeeze through your left butt cheek so you can open and stretch out the left thigh. And then you might stay here, you might sink the pelvis a little further forwards, as long as you're zipping up through the belly. Or maybe you bend the left knee and hover the back heel, back toes rather, off away from the floor. And the left heel's coming in towards the left glute. And maybe you reach back with one hand, maybe you reach back with two hands. As long as you're not up on like the top of your knee, so you kind of want to be on that top fleshy bit of your left knee to really stretch out the left hip. Breathe in, opening your chest up. And then breathe out. One more deep breath in. Breath out. Slowly releasing the foot down, step back. Plank pose, big breath in. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, up dog. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in. And breathe out. Come high into your tippy toes. Bend your knees, look forward, step, walk or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Find the rhythm of breath. Inhale, rise, reach up. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, step your right foot to the back of the mat, runner's lunge. Inhale to puff your chest forwards, keep a long spine. And then exhale, pyramid pose, left leg straightens. Inhale, runner's lunge. Exhale, pyramid. One more, breathe in. And then breathe out. And then as you inhale, rebend your left knee, drop your right knee down. Inhale, reach both arms up, Anjani Asana. And as you reach your arms up, try to get your side body long. Try to firm up the left foot, so driving the left heel down into the ground. And then squeeze your right butt cheek. And as you squeeze the right butt cheek, maybe you bring the right heel towards the right butt cheek. Maybe that's enough. Maybe the right hand reaches back to take the stretch. Or maybe both hands reach back. And if you're here in this shape, you might sink the hips further forwards, as long as you're not kind of arching your back and really dumping into it. So belly's tight. Maybe there's a little bit more space. Good, keep rolling the shoulders back, keep lifting your chest up, breathe in. And then breathe out. And slowly releasing the back foot. If you had it, hands to the mat, step back, plank pose, big breath in. Chaturanga. As you breathe out, inhale, up dog, heart lifts, legs lift. Exhale, downward facing dog, well done, breathe in. And then breathe out. Come high onto your tippy toes, bend your knees, look forward, step, walk or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, forward fold. Big toes to touch, inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose, arms stretch forwards, hips sit down, breathe in. Hands to your heart as you breathe out. And then place more weight in your right foot. Hover the left foot away from the ground. How's that feel? Good, soften the right knee a little more. And then slowly start to stretch the left leg behind you, moving through Dekasana to step to the back of the mat. You're in an arrowhead type shape, so the chest is still moving forwards, left leg super strong, breathe in. And take pyramid pose as you breathe out, pausing for a moment here in pyramid, allowing your upper body to just start to drape and fold forwards. Taking a nice long and deep breath in. And slow breath out. Good, inhale, rebend your right knee, reach your arms to the ceiling. And then as you exhale, left arm forwards, right arm back. Great, inhale to reverse this shape, left fingertips reach up to the ceiling. And then pause. Pausing here to stretch the left fingertips back a little more. Feel that opening, stretch through the left hip. So squeeze your left butt cheek, breathe in. And then breathe out. Keep reaching back, but straighten your right leg. Give it a little moment. And then as you breathe out, rebend the right knee, hook your left elbow around your right knee, come to twist. Good, pressing the palms together. Straightening the left leg. Good, breathe in here. And then breathe out. Good, inhale, crescent lunge, just one breath, reach up. And then exhale, warrior two. Good, straight away, straighten your right leg, reach your right fingertips forwards. And then take your right hand down, left arm up, Trikonasana. Breathe here. Breathe out. One more breath in. And one more breath out. Inhale to reverse Trikonasana, reach your right arm up and back. And then as you exhale, rebend your right knee, take side angle, right elbow, right knee, left arm stretching forwards. Good, and so here you might stay, you might slide the right hand on the inside of your right foot. You might even take a half bind, wrapping the left arm around. Take a nice big breath in. You might even take a full bind if you're feeling really open. Good, and a breath out. One more breath in. And a breath out. And then slowly come back to your traditional side angle pose, so whether your elbows down or your hands down. And then place your left palm down. Come open into simple twist, so right arm stretches open. Good, now if you know any of my classes, you probably know where we're going, side plank. So press more weight through your left hand, step your right foot on top of the left, and then reach the right fingertips forwards. Good, breathe in here, maybe the right leg hovers. Maybe you take a wild thing wherever you are, take 2 more rounds of breath. If you're in wild thing, really open your heart, squeeze your glutes to open your hips. So good. One more breath in. Wherever you are, take a flow, flip it back. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Come high onto your tippy toes. Bend your knees, look forward. Step, walk or hop to the top of your mat. Big toes to touch. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose, arms stretch forwards, hips sit down. And then as you exhale, hands to your heart. Good, press more weight through your left foot. Hover your right foot away from the ground. Draw your belly in. And then coming through Dekasana, so you start to shoot as slowly as you can the right leg back. Keep leaning forward, stretching the right leg back to step into your modified arrowhead. Right leg strong, chest broadening forwards, breathe in. And then pyramid pose as you breathe out, pausing here for a moment or two to really stretch and feel into that left leg. Right heel start to guide down towards the floor as much as possible, stretching into both calves. And then let your head, neck and shoulders soften. Let your face, your jaw soften. Breathe in. And then breathe out. Good. Inhale, crescent lunge. Rebend your right knee, reach up. And then exhale, open twist. Right arm forwards, left arm back. Inhale to reverse this shape. So left hand can touch your right thigh and right arm reaches all the way up. Now it can be a little wobbly through the feet, so keep pressing through your left heel. But keep reaching back. So the more you reach back, you should feel this juicy, open stretch through that right side. I love it. And then slowly start to straighten your left leg. See if you can keep the balance. Keep reaching back. Breathe in. Rebend your right knee. Hook and twist. Right elbow around left knee. Palms come to touch. Good. Right leg is strong. Settle here. What does this shape have to offer you? Can you find a sense of ease, a sense of calm here in this moment by cultivating a strong breath? Breathe in. And breathe out. So good. Inhale to unwind, crescent lunge, reach up. And then exhale, warrior two. Straight away, inhale to straighten your left leg, reach forwards. Exhale, Trikonasana, left hand down, right arm up. Not here for too long, so find space, find length, create the shape that your body needs right now. Create a shape that feels good right now. Take one more breath in. One more breath out. Inhale to reverse Trikonasana, reach your left arm up and back. And then as you exhale, extended side angle, left elbow to left knee, right arm stretching forwards. And so we have those options. Left hand might slide down on the inside of your left leg. Right arm can keep reaching forwards. Or maybe take a half bind, or even take a full bind if you've got the space. If you are taking a bind now, make sure your chest isn't turning towards the floor. You want to get your chest open to the right, okay? So maybe a half bind if you kind of feel like you're collapsing a little. You can even place your hand on the sacrum. All right, wherever you are, breathe in. And then breathe out. And then the right hand comes down on the inside of your left foot, pivoting on the back heel. Inhale, simple twist. So you've done a bit of a transition there. Press more weight into your right hand with as much control as you can. Left leg steps on top of the right. Right palm presses down. Side plank pose. Maybe you take it up and over into wild thing wherever you are. 2 breaths. One more breath. And then slowly flip yourself back over, either taking a flow or moving straight back to your downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Slowly walking your hands towards your feet. At the back of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, deep forward fold. Inhale, rise, reach all the way up, big. Inhale, breath. And then slowly place more weight into your right foot. Bring your hands to heart or hands to hips. And then bend your left knee. You're gonna catch the inside edge. Inside edge. Alrighty, we're going for dancers. Okay, so try to keep your legs together. Reach your right arm up, or you can keep your right hand and right hip. And you've got to kick the left foot into the left hand. At the same time, the left hand is pulling back on the left foot. You're going to lean the chest forwards and try to keep your hips squaring to the front of the room. So you're not coming open like a half moon. Good. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. Slowly come back to standing. Let the left leg go, but bring the left knee to your chest. Good. I know, lots of work here. Peace fingers around the left big toe. Left leg can stretch forwards, or you can hold the left knee. All right, so options. Then the finale. If you want to bend your right knee, sink your hips back as your chest stretches forwards, and sit on down. How you doing? If you fall out, it's all good, give it a try. And then if you come down, the fun part is coming up. So you're gonna drive through the right foot, come all the way up. And then, oh my God, let it go. Shake your booty, shake it out. And we'll do the other side. My mat always ends up completely crooked. All right, so weight in the left foot. Right foot comes back. Right hand is grabbing that inside edge of your foot. Left arm can stretch to the ceiling or stay on your hip. Kick the right foot into the right hand. Start to tip your chest forwards. Soften the left knee a little bit. Try not to lock out the left leg. And then try to find an element of stillness, an element of ease in all of this effort. Take a big breath in and slow breath out. Now slowly, with as much control as you can muster, come back to center and bring your right knee to chest. I didn't make it that time. It's a yoga practice, not a yoga perfect. Right knee to chest. Could hold on with your hand. Could take a peace finger around the right big toe. Could straighten the leg out. If you're here, you can stay. Hand could be on here, you could be reaching. If you want to try that single leg squat, pistol squat, you're going to sit your left hip back, your chest comes slightly forwards, you find a little moment of balance at the bottom, and then with as much power as you can gather, push through the left heel to bring yourself back to top and release it out. If you didn't get it, don't worry. It takes years of practice. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, walk yourself out to downward facing dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. And then go ahead and drop your knees down. Shift them off to the left and come to sit on your bottom. Straight away, legs stretch out in front of you, removing the fleshy bits from underneath your bottom. Inhale, arms stretch up. Exhale, belly draws in, forward fold. It is easier to feel negative, to share and spread negativity, than it is to be positive. And that doesn't mean you have to fake positivity. What it does mean is that you're in control of your thoughts, you're in control of your perceptions, your reactions. And so although it's not always sunshine and lollipops, there's usually something good that you can focus on. One more breath in. And breath out. Slowly rolling up to seated. We're going to come into a wide forward fold now. So you might like to turn sideways on your mat. Legs out nice and wide, or as wide as your hips allow. Again, removing the little fleshy bits from underneath your butt so that you can start to tilt your pelvis forwards. And that way you'll just have some length as you start to fold forwards. So we don't want to just be kind of like rounding and dumping through the lower back. We'll lift the chest up on the inhale, walk forwards and fold forwards. Try to keep activity in the legs as well, so the toes will pull back towards the shins. And that should hopefully stretch out the legs. There's this magical thing in our bodies called reciprocal inhibition. So if right now you start to squeeze your quads, you actually create more length and more stretch through the backs of your legs, through your hamstrings, a little bit through your adductors here for sure. So if one side's squeezing, the other side is lengthening and stretching. Amazing. Human body. So good. And that's why in any of those lunges or the stretches where you're opening the front of your hip, if that's trying to open and lengthen, by squeezing your glute, it's going to help that stretch. There you go, mini anatomy lesson. Breathe in and breathe out. One more like that, breathe in and then breathe out. And very slowly walking your hands back in and coming back to face forwards, placing the soles of your feet down and laying down on your back, sitting straight up for bridge pose. So feet hip distance apart, toes facing forwards, lift your hips up, bridge pose. This might be where you stay. You might need to place your hands underneath your lower back to roll the shoulders under and lift your chest up. Good. Just take a few settling, smooth breaths. One more. Releasing any binds, allowing your spine to come back to the floor, keeping yourself in the exact position that you're in. So hips are just down on the ground, allowing your spine to be long. Your eyes might even close down. And so we're going to take one more back bend here, bridge or wheel if you're feeling energetic and you want to take that. That is your option. If you're doing bridge, go in at any time. If you're doing wheel, place your hands up beside your shoulders, fingers in, elbows in, knees straight, straight ahead, that is. And then bridge up, press into your palms, open your chest up, Urdhva Dhanurasana. Wherever you are, take 2 to 3 rounds of breath. If you want to just rest, you can keep your hips down on the ground. One more breath. And then very slowly, chin to chest, rolling all the way down, feet as wide as the mat. Knock your knees to the left. Your arms could be out in a T shape. And to deepen this little twist and this stretch through the hips, the left foot might sit on top of the right thigh if you have the space. If that feels clunky or unavailable today, just rest the left foot down on the floor. One more breath. One more breath out. Coming back through center, letting the knees fall over to the right side now. And so this side, it might be your right foot sitting and resting on the left. Maybe that doesn't feel available. That's okay, whatever your body needs. to feel good here. You are in control of your reality. And once you realize that, it can be incredibly powerful, incredibly scary perhaps. And so instead of blaming others, getting angry, being fearful, knowing that you have the ability to change, you have the ability to view things differently. It's quite amazing, quite empowering, I think. Slowly coming back to center, hugging knees to chest, feeling this breathe. And then slowly, gently moving into your final resting shape, Shavasana. Legs long, arms long, palms open. Just as we did at the beginning of our practice. Start to soften into stillness, into silence, and just see what's there. If you have more time to stay and to rest, please stay as you are. If you feel ready to move, please start to deepen your breath. Notice how it feels to breathe more deeply. Really starting to flood the body with breath, flood the body with this prana. Wiggling fingers and toes, moving to reawaken the body in a way that feels good. And very slowly pressing yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Please take your time. Move slow, move mindfully. And once you do arrive, please gently close down your eyes, soften your shoulders, soften your brow, your face, your jaw. You are in control of it all. Your life, your happiness, your peacefulness. It's a big thing, it's a big responsibility. But if you know that there are certain people that are better for you to surround yourself with those people. If you know that your yoga practice brings you this sense of calm, sense of ease, this positivity perhaps, or puts you in a better state of mind, keep practicing. We have to actively choose the way we spend our time to create the life that we want. And so I sincerely, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for being here, for practicing today. It means so much to me and brings me so much joy and happiness to teach. So thank you. I honor you. Namaste. And I have a feeling that wasn't expressed